Las Vegas. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Brian?
Allie, thank you.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bora. Off target from outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Bamba. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Herb Jones picks one up.
Second team foul.
That one misses. That one's no good. Curry looking it over. Out to the wing. They set the pick. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Down low. Here's Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
No surprise here. Levine loves pulling up the landing gear.
Pass to Curry. It's stolen by Smart. Fast break, here we go. And it's on Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday powers it home.
Hey, Holiday sees the lane and does not hesitate.
Now Antetokounmpo. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Levine gets the bucket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Curry, no good. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Levine. 6 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. The steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And here's Hero. Inside. Lorna. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you got to love Hero's versatility. In addition to his scoring prowess, he's a very solid distributor.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Screen by Bamba. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. That three's off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for Las Vegas. It's a 5-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul.
On defense, the visiting team. Outside Curry. Back to Holiday. Las Vegas moving that ball around. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passes.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Here's Murray, following the score by Las Vegas. Pass to Levine. To the middle. Tipped away. And the jam by
power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
And here's Holiday. Curry with it. Here's Bona. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bona's got 11 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Levine. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Not going to go that time. They set a pick. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's Las Vegas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Las Vegas.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Curry. Screen by Capella. To the middle. The kick out, Curry. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Murray. Driving to the basket. And it's Murray finishing it off.
When Murray's on his way to the basket, you can expect a strong finish.
Pass to Curry. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
No good from outside.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Well, look, defensively, you don't have a lot of options when Giannis has the ball in that spot.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he can't get the first one.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
Ivy outside. Outside Curry. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's the triple. The rebound by Murray.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Five on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Nails it from three. Curry's got 6.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Curry. Screen by Capella. Pulls it from the top of the key. Curry's shot is off.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
The triple goes for Levine.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
It's Holiday with a drive. And Holiday powers it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And it's Murray finishing it off.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
Jones sets a screen. Hero for 3. Smart with the defensive effort.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Bamba. Antetokounmpo, right side. Back to Bamba. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Hero outside. Oh, and Levine with a block.
How about that swat from Levine? He's got incredible leaping ability.
And Levine right there for the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Holiday. Hero outside. To the inside. Bona. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Levine. Carries it from 3. Levine's got 13.
Well, when he gets it going like he is tonight, Zach LaVine is a nightmare to deal with.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Outside Levine. Look at Levine stretching his range.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Now Holiday. He's got 6. Pass to Prince. Here's Bona. Now here's Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Give him 8 points now. Outside for Levine. Pass to Bamba.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
Ooh, poked away. Left side, Levine. Levine in deep. And Levine throws it down.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter. Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
There's a screen. Giannis with the rebound.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
The strong finish by Giannis.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. Holiday from long range. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Holiday's got 9.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
Second team foul.
Out to the right wing.
Substitution.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bamba. And here is Antetokounmpo. Guarded by Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Bamba. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .151 left in the third. Las Vegas trails by 6. Pass to Curry. Five to shoot. Back to Ivy. Lets it go from deep. Giannis with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Deflects the pass. And Giannis with the dunk.
Keeping the eyes up. Smart play.
Ivy outside. Outside Curry. Screen by Capella. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
The ball goes to the away team.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Las Vegas trails by 8. Back to Curry. Pass to Jones. Curry with it. Here's Capella. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Capella's got his first basket of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Stolen by Capella. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalos. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it, stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Las Vegas trails by 6. Now here's Curry. Pass to Jones. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Hero. The 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Murray with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Levine. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Bona. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Murray. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Well, Levine is known for his scoring, but he's a capable passer as well.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. They set the pick. Hero outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Outside Curry. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Inside. Pass to Bamba. And stolen by Jones. Now Holiday. Into the lane. Basket counts.
What a take by Holiday. Even though he's a little older now, he still possesses impressive speed.
Here's Levine. Screen by Bamba. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. 3 on the clock. That's tipped. Stolen by Hero. And here's the fast break. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Holiday. Here's Curry. Clock at 6.
They've upped their intensity on defense. A noticeable change from the first half.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
18 ball.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Levine.
Look at Jones and how he gets after it on defense. Coaches love that kind of hustle.
Now Curry launches it from deep. Oh, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Bonin. Outside Curry. He shoots. Oh, he missed the jumper.
Well, you can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Curry outside. Takes a 3. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Levine fires. Puts up the tray. Oh, he cannot hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Curry. Here's the pick. Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Oh, ripped away.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Murray with it. 4 on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Las Vegas ball.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up.